What is up, guys? It's Gojifan2007. Hold on a second. I need to go shut the door. Ow! Okay. So today we are going to be watching, actually we're going to be doing my very first top 10 today. So get ready for that, because today we are going to be looking at the top 5 weird and obscure kaiju films. Now, kaiju, if you didn't know, is the Japanese word for a giant monster that destroys everything around it. It's basically what it is. It just means a giant monster. Now kaiju became a genre in itself because it got so popular that kaiju is not just a word, then it's actually a genre of movies. So Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan are among the popular kaiju characters, but there are some very weird and obscure ones that were trying to sell out from the success of Godzilla, but they didn't really do so well. So these are the top 5 weird and obscure kaiju films. Alright, starting off at number 5, we have Baron the Unbelievable. Now this one is actually made by the same people that made the original Godzilla. It's made by Toho Company. So Baron the Unbelievable, this is Baron, the monster Baron there. I don't really know what the plot was, other than to say that it's not really that widely known, and it's actually a real good movie, honestly. I recommend you watch it because it's actually a really good movie. Just not many people appreciate it. It's like one of those hidden gems. It's like a diamond in the rough. It's a really good. It's a needle in a haystack. It's a really good movie. Anyway, coming up at number 4, we have Atragon from 1963. So Atragon was again made by the same people that made Godzilla. It's a 1963 film about this huge submarine called the Gokango who goes on a mission to find Atlantis. And they get attacked by a creature named Manda. Now, Manda has appeared in very few Godzilla films. But it's highly regarded as a really lost movie. It's actually a really good movie. It's like Varan. It's a diamond in the rough. It's really good. I suggest you go check it out, but it's not that well known, even though it has appeared in several Godzilla films. Varan only appeared in a short cameo in a Godzilla film, but whatever. Number 3 is Yongary, Monster of the Deep. Now this is the first monster on this list that is not a part of the Toho Company lineup. Yongary, Monster of the Deep was a 1967 South Korean monster film. So it's the only South Korean monster film, I believe, on the market. I mean, in the world. So anyway, Yongary is pictured. Yeah, he looks kind of like upright standing Barugan, but from the Gamera series, except without the rainbow shooting out its back. Anyway, Yongary is an okay movie. It's really cheap, and you can obviously tell it's a ripoff of Godzilla, and it's really weird. And it's not really well known because there's only 2 films of him. So anyway, moving on. Number 2, Pulgasari, 1985. So there's actually an interesting story behind this one. This is actually from North Korea. So Godzilla was successful at the time. So King Jong-il was a big fan of Godzilla, and he wanted the dictator King Jong-un. He wanted to make his own kaiju movie. So he wanted to make his own kaiju movie. So basically, what he did was he kidnapped North Korea's best filmmaker and forced him to make a monster movie for him. And so that's it. This is Pulgasari. That's what came up. That's what came up of it. And it's really, really obscure. And you could tell that it was rushed and now it was really cheap. And it's not that good. It's not very good, and it's all foreign. I don't think there's any dub overs of Pulgasari. So anyway, this is thanks to Kim Jong-il. This is on this list. Number 1, one of the most least known about, most obscure, most rip-off, biggest ripoff is Monster from a Prehistoric Planet, also known as Gapa the something monster, I forgot, but anyway, the terrestrial monster or something like that. So basically the story revolves around they're building, like, these people are building this island attraction, but and these guys are sent out to find giant monsters on the island to make sure nobody gets hurt when they convert the island into the amusement park. Well, they find out that there's an egg, and they find they're native people. Keep in mind, this is before it was really racist to say that, to portray Native Americans like that, or like island natives like that, but they did, and they got ambushed and whatnot. Anyway, so basically they tell them about Gapa, and that Gapa is angry, and then a baby hatches out of the egg, and then a mom and a dad rampage through the city looking for it. Anyway, this one is a Japanese one, which is obviously trying to rip off Godzilla. And they made 2 bird-like creatures, and they look really weird. And they have the atomic breath feature of Godzilla. And I watched it. It's very cheap. It's super cheap. It's like really, really bad. The blue screen is bad. It's just so weird. And it's a terrible movie. I do not like it. The only thing I like is because the monster designs kind of look funny, and it just really gives you that sense of cheapness, and I just kind of like the design because it makes me laugh. So anyway, this was the top 5 obscure and weird kaiju movies. Anyway, please subscribe, join the notification squad, and join G-Force. Gosh, I keep forgetting that. Anyway, join the G-Force today by subscribing. Become part of the Savage Squad. And peace out. Wait, did I stop it? No, I didn't.